This lecture will cover user-defined value returning functions and modules. Value returning functions execute a small task and return a value back to the caller. The syntax is as follows. Define keyword, function name, no parameters or with parameters, statements, finally it returns some value. This of course can be a literal or it can be some defined variable. For example, let's create a multiply numbers function. Create a new folder. Functions. We create a new file. Multiply numbers. Define it. Multiply numbers. Two parameters. num1, num2. Result equals num1 times num2. Return the result to the caller. We call the function. We send it two numbers. And we can print the value. Define the function, call the function. The function executes result equals num1 times num2. Return result, multiply numbers returns with the value of result, and it assigns it to var1. Print var1 prints the value. Run it, and as expected, 30. To clarify this, function called, function return, run it, function called, function return, 30. Create another function, multiply numbers, variables. A function can be called with variables as parameters. For example, we create number1 equals some value, number2 equals another value. The arguments number1, number2 are sent to the function. Run it, and it displays 150 as expected. Furthermore, the return does not have to be a variable. We can type return num1 times num2, and the function will still execute. This eliminates code that we don't need, and we simply return the result back to the caller. In addition, the value returning function doesn't have to be assigned to a variable. For example, here, multiply numbers is assigned to var1. However, that doesn't have to be the case. For example, we can do print multiply numbers 5, 5. Eliminate this piece of code. Okay, and we run it, and it prints 25. A function can return all the data types we've covered thus far: string, int, float, and Boolean. Here's an example of a function returning a string. Create file, return string, define the function get full name, no parameters, declare variable full name, capture input, concatenate full name, return full name, call a function in a print statement to print the first name, last name. John Doe is the result, as expected. A function can also return a Boolean, which enhances program readability. For example, here is a function to determine if a number is within the range of 0 to 100. Create new file, name it return Boolean, define grade is invalid function, it accepts a grade, the range 0 to 100, so return grade less than 0 or grade greater than 100. If either of these two cases is true, then the grade is invalid. We can test this. Create a variable, grade, int, input, enter grade, create a loop. While grade is invalid, we want to loop again. Prompt valid range is 0 to 100. Prompt the user again for grade. We run this. Valid range is 0 to 100. And the function works as expected. Review. Define the function. The key statement is the return. When Python sees the less than or greater than operator, then a comparison follows and Python will return a Boolean value. In this case, if either grade is less than 0 or grade greater than 100, then it'll return true, which means grade is invalid. Thus we want to prompt the user and capture grade again. Otherwise, we exit the function. A function can also be used to return values derived from nested if-else statements. For example, a function getLetterGrade with a numerical grade parameter that returns a letter grade. Create new file. Gradebook. Define get letter grade parameter. If grade greater than or equal to 90, return A. If grade greater than or equal to 80 and less than or equal to 90, return B. If grade greater equal to 70 and grade less than equal to 80, return C. If grade greater equals 60 and grade less than equal 70, return D. Else, return F. Create a variable grade. Capture input from the keyboard, int, input, enter, grade, print, getLetterGrade, send it the captured grade, and we run the program. Enter grade 90 A. We didn't put it in a loop, it executes 1. But this example shows how you can encapsulate an if statement block, if-elif block, in a function and return a value. In addition, functions can also be used to create a menu-driven program. The following example will have the 3 menu options, 1, 2, 3, and an exit option. Entering a 1, 2, 3 will call a function that will display option N selected, and entering an E will end the program. Let's create this. New file. Functions menu. Define show menu. Print menu, print line, print option 1, menu option 1, option 2, option 3, enter, E to exit. And that's our show menu function. let's create a function that handles when the user selects menu option 1. Def menu option 1, print menu option 1 selected, input, press any key to continue. This pauses execution until user enter or keys that enter key. We create another function to handle when the user selects option 2 with the same statements. And finally, menu option 3. Now we are ready to create our logic to display the menu and allow the user to select a menu option and run one of these 3 options or simply exit. To accomplish that, we create a variable choice, set it to empty string, create a loop to continually display the menu unless the user hits E for exit, choice not equal E. We show the menu, we prompt user for input, enter menu option, we create a conditional if choice equals 1, menu option 1, and if choice equals 2, menu option 2, and if choice equals 3, we want to call menu option 3 function. We run the program. We select option 1, menu option 1 selected, press any key to continue, menus displayed again, select option 3, menu option 3 selected, press any key to continue, and then we select D to exit. In summary, we create a show menu function that displays the menu. Menu option 1, 2, and 3 handle cases when 1, 2, or 3 are selected. In this case, it just displays that the menu option was selected and then prompts the user to press any key to continue. We create a choice variable set to empty string, while choice not equal E, show menu, prompt the user for 1, 2, 3, or E to exit, compare choice in the elif if 1, 2, or 3, call a menu option, otherwise if it's E, exit. And that's how you could control a program menu with functions. User-defined modules. A module is a Python script with related functions like a payroll module or a gradebook module. To use a module in Python, use the keyword import and the module name. This makes the module available in the program for calling the functions. For example, create a Python script named gradebook, and it has two functions, get grades average and get letter grade. We have get letter grade defined. Now we define get grades average, has two parameters, grade count and the grades total. And we return grades total divided by grade count. And that's a Python module. It has functions and it's a Python file. We proceed to create a main program. Excuse the dog, sorry. Grade book main, our main program. We have to import gradebook, prompt user for a grade, enter grade. We print the letter grade by calling the function from gradebook dot get letter grade, and we pass it the grade parameter. To summarize, import the name of the file gradebook, makes the functions available in our main program, define a variable grade, prompt for input, make sure it's an int, enter grade, and then we print letter grade and the letter grade. Execute the program. "90 letter grade A, 70 letter grade C." We also create code to exercise the get grades average. Keep going equals y. Grades sum equals 0. Grade count equals 0. While keep going equals y. Grade equals, we want an int, prompt for a grade, enter grade. Sum the grades plus equal grade. Grade count, sum it, increment by 1. Prompt the user if they want to enter another grade. Keep going, enter y. Run the program. 90, enter grade. So that runs this piece of code up here. Enter grade 100, keep going, yes. 90, keep going, yes. Enter grade 80, keep going, no. Display. We did not call the function, so print grade book get grades average with arguments grades sum and grade count and grade sum. Run the program one more time. Top of the code, next code, 100, keep going, yes, keep going, yes, no, and it displays 90 for the average. And that was a brief review of value returning functions and modules.